So first I will introduce David and present you the company. It's only a 9 years old company and I start by passion. It means each watch, it's a watch I want to wear. It's something I create for my own pleasure and something unique. I will introduce you some of the watches and explain you all the difference you can feel from one product to the other. For example, here we have an automatic watch with an automatic movement. It's just for hours and minutes. It's a gold on the side and neo-titan. Neo-titan, it's a titanium that we treat on a very special way by, I will not say cooking, but injecting some ion inside of it. The strength is becoming 3 times more than before, and the color is changing. This color, it's very typical, it's something very sweet. But as we thought that maybe we can have more detail and we can try to make something different, we change the lunette on the other one and we have this shiny and not shining piece. And if you look, those 2 pieces are exactly the same, but just small details is changing. And when you look on the side, everything changes. So that's David, the way we see the David. It's the basic movement. So with this movement, we have some other pieces. For example, for seconds, we have what we call the second retrograde. You will have the hours, and on the bottom, you have a hand going from 0 to 30 seconds, coming back, and always go and back. And it's something because I like life. And if you have a watch, you spend more time with your watch if you are a man than with your wife. And if you are a girl, you spend more time with your watch than with a man. That's for sure. So it must be something very personal. And this watch, moving like that, I always try to make some shiny things, matte, and I'm playing with volumes. So that's the basic watches from David. You can have different things. This one is completely hand curved, means the dial will produce everything by ourselves. The dial is produced and engraved by hand. It means it's with very old machine, we produce the dials and we make all those details. So the result of that is that it's coming with different way of shining. It's very deep, it's very beautiful. And it's a very old way to work, but we keep the tradition from this profession. From that we have different other models. And it's not in order, but you can have different things, and I will show you. So this year, we introduce a very technical watch. This one, you have a tourbillon at 12 o'clock. So it's a tourbillon, basically. Afterward, you have 2 dials, the small circle with mother of pearl inside, it's a chronograph. And down you have the moon phase plus the date. It's a perpetual calendar, moon phase, chronograph, flying back. It means you have 2 possibilities of taking the time. So if you have 2 people running, for example, you press and the first one will start. The second one you press again and you will have the second time. And at the end you can see the difference and so on. This one, it's really what I call a part of the history of the watch industry, because it's a beautiful movement. It's around 500 spare parts inside of this movement. It's a very, very complicated movement. It's very hard to produce because you have so many details. You can see here on the, I call it in French, une pince. It means it's a system to stop the flying system, and it's like a crab. It will take this movement. And the way it's finished, it's fantastic. Don't forget that David is something special. It's always one watch, one watchmaker. So this particularity means we have very high people. And it's like if I'm buying a Mercedes, for example, and I'm buying an AMG Mercedes. It's the same Mercedes, but it's tuned. So that's our work, and that's our work to tune, if I may say, a watch or a movement. Basically, we are producing all our movements inside. The handspring, the regulation, the bridges. So it means all the movement is produced inside, on the factory. And sometimes for automatic movements, we prefer to buy existing movement because we know that they are safe and we can make the decoration we want by ourselves. Means we will open the movement, touch it, tune it, as I say, and at the end you will have something exclusive. This one again, it's Neo Titan and Rose Pink Gold. It's a very, very special tourbillon, completely homemade on the factory, and it's opposition between gray and pink. In fact, when you look at it, it's very, very special. Means, look, on one side, it's very modern and very classical. It's an opposition between both. You have modern colors, modern materials like this Neo Titan, and the inside it's completely classic. That's the opposition, it's the DNA from David. On the side, you always have the colors. These colors, as yesterday, one of the journalists came and said, "Oh, I'm coming on your factory and you are the 25-meter watchmaker." I said, "What's that?" And he explained me that anyone wearing a David, you can see very far away, maybe 25 meters, you can see it's a David, even if it's covered. For the other watch, you can't say it's a David. So that's a particularity, and honestly, this piece for me, it's really something quite unique. But when you start on patient, you know, we never finish, and it's always something new to show. With the same movements and the same casing you saw before, we create this one. We took it, it's a 28 model, 28.8, so it means you have the columns, you have all the details from David, but the movement, it's a tourbillon skeleton. We clean on the maximum, and it's a very nice and clear skeleton. And very thin, mechanical movement, and very, very unique on all the sides possibly. You see, it's very pure. And it's thin, light, and very high complication, but very high quality. This model, we thought that maybe in some countries, some people like stones, because we know that people love to have some stones. With the same model, we decide to put some diamonds. But how to fix diamond on this watch with, let's say, a good opportunity to give it shiny and elegant. So on the side first, we put some round diamonds, just, let's say, to make a ring. This ring will keep, let's say, the other diamonds on top. And if we turn slowly, we put just the right size of baguette diamond around. And these baguettes are almost from the same size as the, let's say, the frame, the skeleton. And in fact, you look at this watch, and you can see far away, it's really a unique piece. That's, for me, it's a beauty. It's very thin, very light, and very unique. So this one is one off. So you saw that already I've introduced you something like 10 models. And we continue because we always want to have something different. And being different we also create something younger, if I may say, and more, not aggressive, but more life inside. It's a chronograph, monopoussoir, so you just push it to put it on off. It's one hand turning because we don't want to look after the minutes and so on, because usually when you take a time it's for 20 seconds or 30 seconds. It's not for 10 minutes and 2 seconds. So this going like that, we open one side to give life inside of the movement. But on the other side, this dial can be put in different colors. And if you know how to treat the colors, this part of the watch is like if it was very strong. It's like if the watch was not working on the same speed. So you have a very classical part, a very new and modern part on the other side, and on the back side we keep our quality and we keep our approach. It's gold and the movement with black gold. So the movement is in black gold, the box, the case is in a neo-titanium, very light, it's something like 60 grams maximum, and of course you always have gold with. And afterward I will have to ask you 2 minutes because I have to pick up the X watch, which is a lot of work, more than 4 years work. It's what we call our concept watch. David and myself as Jérôme David, I'm not a watchmaker, so I can't respect the rules of the watch because I'm not a watchmaker, so I have no rules, I'm free. And when I create something, it's funny because I can dream about something which I will bring it to the watch, but it's not coming from the watch industry and the watch company.